You do not have to watch this video. You can pause it right now and just read the description and go ahead and follow the links before watching it. You don't have to even give me the view. This will concern the Delphi murders and proposed or assumed information or evidence concerning the case, consisting of 6 or more Dutch-angled, poorly cropped, slightly zoomed, and tilted images done on what's likely an iPhone aimed at another cell phone that was displaying screenshots or the actual live copy of text messages, emails, SMSs, or other. Supposedly of 2 people communicating with each other about the subject of the murder case. One of them having their name shown. These are supposed to be individuals who are family members of the victims. These leaked images, you're going to have to look up what a leak really is, are supposed to show secret details about the funeral, crime scene, coroner's report, and photos. And this is supposed to present a non-contradictory, legitimate narrative concerning the subject for the most part. People then do a central conceit that it doesn't seem to do that. All of this was posted before April 2018 to an unnamed website and then removed by either one of the 2 people who did the text messaging, supposedly the one that's named, or someone who's vaguely referred to as Cheryl and then sometimes given a different name, at an undated time, meaning it was posted to a website, but people won't tell you what the website is, won't give you a link to where it was, supposedly because it was erased, so why bother, right? And or what time and date stamp it had. Now, there's a claim that this can be proven to be the named person because on YouTube or some other website will be named, and when you look it up, it isn't there, so you have to do your own research, meaning wild goose chase. A relative said her stepbrother sent them, who is the person who's named, or the person who's named said he leaked them, or he posted that he found the bodies, then retracted and said he didn't find the bodies, had no knowledge, no first-hand experience, and then he deleted the post in the first place. Hey, that sounds a little bit like the claim that there was a posting of these screenshots and then they were deleted a little bit, right? Hey, the burden of disproof is on the family members, the anonymous source, Cheryl, or anybody trying to debunk these images. It's not on the people who are claiming that their evidence 100% can't debunk it. It's not that the people posting these have to tell you what day were they posted, where. I don't care that they're deleted. I'm WAPTech. I dig up crap that's deleted from 5 years ago sometimes. That doesn't fly here. But he said he posted it. And then when you tell me to go do my own research, I'm supposed to find a clear and unequivocal, just totally not an ambiguous reference. There aren't any. There's a WordPress site called truthtellersweb, and it has a 2019 October 21st copy of all the images. How convenient. It's cool. However, it's a WordPress site that's been enabled to be basically click-mined, meaning no matter what you do on it that would be normal, it will always disrupt what you're doing, so you have to reload the page or hit the back button, which may not work. And it's run as an infinite scroll single pager. Now, a few times someone found a way to get it to open up just the article you're trying to read, even though they're very long on purpose. A 10-pager where a 1-pager would do. And one of them that was archived had all 6 pics. So you get an archive of it. All of the images show a 2017 July 7th time and date stamp, the same one. This is also listed, if you look up the metadata, That's where it is, the metadata. It's an Apple profile with Motorola chipset referenced, or Motorola profile for an Apple. That's not the time and date stamp it was posted or the image is taken. That's just what is basically telling you the copyright date for whatever piece of software compressed it. It has nothing to do with the time and date stamp, and it cannot be authenticated, so it's now a 2019 image. There are claims on the internet of these images being around since 2018, April, or earlier, but they don't state, again, when they were originally posted, where they were originally posted, and was it done by the person overtly, who is the only named person for the text messages. Now, one of the claims is that the person who can debunk this, all they have to do, the named person, because only one name is associated with these images, mostly the last name, is that the person who's named on the internet by some person who's claiming they don't have to prove anything now, all they have to do is the named person has to come forward and tell the whole world on the internet, you're wrong, and that's not really an image of any of my texting. And that's totally going to work in some universe you think exists. Screaming, do you like beating your wife? And the person saying no, the denial will work very well. So, and if you believe that the internet sleuthing population doesn't have a vindictive side that comes out in some horrifying ways on the internet, where it's considered a sport, and you don't think a person would avoid that by just not responding? But they did respond, yes, and you'll say there's a website someplace that has the proof, and if you actually gave it to me, I could go dig it up, and I wouldn't be able to see that it's transparently just bullshit. Now, I have a bias here. Obviously, a Dutch angle, zoomed, cropped, moired, tilted image, which is every single aesthetic characteristic you do for a UFO video you want not taken seriously. I'm not supposed to react to that. Okay, I'm acknowledging I am. Let's try the content. The content of it is two people talking back and forth, interleaving, each person commenting back and forth, creating a list, a nested loop set, if you will. The individual 6 screenshots are not done sequentially. It's almost impossible to figure out which one came first, and you can see parts of it cutting off from a conversation. Well, no, there isn't any well. This is what's presented by the Truth Tellers website as the complete narrative they got. So someone obviously saved all these images from a long time ago. Oh yeah, they'll email it to you. You can post that shit in a sequence like they did. You can make it easy to find. You can make it unambiguous. And you can stick your neck out saying, this is what I got. Which means no one has to interact with you anymore. You're not important. It's posted. I have an archive below so that even if Truth Tellers Web, wordpress.com goes down, you have the archive links below. Even though I think this is bullshit, I do not want them deleted. That website is antagonistic to archiving. That's our best source. It's antagonistic to search. Still the best source. Even the Reddit post doesn't include the fucking images, which might have, accidentally leaked some information. Someone went to the trouble of using a magic marker on the screen of a cell phone and then took these pictures. But they're worried about, I don't know, me finding metadata that proves that it's faked. Of 1,510 results with one version of the last name and 300,000 of the other slightly different spelling with an E at the end, this named leaker, first names. One's Diane. Nothing else, just Diane. Another one is Abby's grandfather, Eric, and the other one's Abby's uncle, David. David is the one. And the last name is Erskine, or Erskine with an E at the end. Erskine. And again, people who react to you saying, prove it, tell you you have to disprove it. And when you say, well, that's quite easy, the chain of evidence is literally missing, and it seems to be basically just naming one person named David, and you're basically telling David, hey, we're saying something about you, Be sure to tell us we're wrong by saying it never happened and expect no negative repercussions, because the internet isn't literally just filled with assholes. Now we're going to do the bias thing a little bit here. Hillary Clinton's email. Now immediately some of you just turned off your frontal lobes and are raving. And Donald Trump's troop of idiots, some of which ran their own email server and overtly broke a law that Hillary didn't, because the law didn't exist when Hillary did it. No, I'm not kidding. It really didn't. Cat-like typing ensues. And it takes two to lie. One to lie and one to listen. Homer Simpson. It takes two people to have a leak from an email server. One to receive or send an email, and the other one to do the reciprocal behavior. Otherwise, it's just a file stored on your computer in your room. Next, Hillary Clinton's incompetent, so was the person working for her, and she was told, you have permission to erase your email server. It's overtly stated. And she failed to erase the emails. And Donald Trump and others claimed she succeeded. And some of you are just screaming and slapping your keyboard around right now. And the reason she failed to erase anything, even though she was given permission to at one point, and then they said, oops, we didn't mean that. We need all your emails again. And she's like, okay, I'll get you what I can. The next part of this, yes, I'm leaving out a part so you'll type it. If she had an email that violated some rule you're worried about, and this is what you have to say, she sent the email to someone. That means there's a copy she can't touch. And if she received an email from them, they have a copy because they sent it. Yeah, but. No, there isn't any yeah, but. Now let's go back to the 6 Dutch angle cropped images. I'm a police officer in Delphi. I find out a person who's named so that they can be harassed, that's what this seems like, had a text message conversation with a relative. Okay, thanks for the information. Trump, Trump, Trump. Hi. We have an open subpoena for all data. Give us your cell phones, all of it. You're being raided. But we're going to do it quietly. Okay, here's some screenshots. Oh, that. Here, yeah. Now we're going to get it from the other person. We just need to know their name. Now we're going to go raid them. Then they raid the other location. I guarantee you that even if you erase some of these text messages, emails, or SMSs, they're going to be available on this guy's phone or on the server that they went through, because the corporation that ran their internet connection or cell phone service would keep data for 5 years. Did that happen? This is insider information, but the cops already know it. No, the claim is the information was gotten by a person who went to the funeral, who got access to the coroner's report, and was there at the crime scene. But later this person said he didn't find the body. Someone else did. He made a claim and then retracted it. So we have an unreliable source. That's another ding in our information trail, a.k.a. the evidence, the chain of evidence. The cops show up, get all the accurate information. Okay, this is a person, if you're making this claim, it's actually two people conversating and doing, what ifs about the subject matter. They're speculating back and forth. They're not actually stating fact. But if it's about the coroner's report, the cops have it. If it's about the crime scene, the cops have it. If this person claims to have information about the crime scene, they're going to interrogate him because he wasn't being forthright in the first place. And if he saw any photos that they don't have, they now know about it. But he's not going to, again, he has to, or this is made up horseshit. Or maybe it is real. I don't know, and neither do you. When was the date? Time and date stamp. It was originally posted. Where? Exactly. By who? Exactly. Cheryl? David? Who? That's the RFI, RFC. I have nothing going back before 2018 mentioning it. I'm sure it has to be older. Couldn't find anything. Not anything reliable. I found things that were backdated. Next, when you look this up, if you use that name, David yada yada, you're going to find a bunch of computer-generated pages because so many people have searched this that a bunch of pages are using it to infect your computer. I'm listing literally Reddit and one website that I hate, but it's the only one, truthtellersweb, are the only ones that aren't trying to infect your computer currently. No joke. Everything else seems to be a bot-created page. That should scare the shit out of you. It's so dry of a trail, bots are making up fake stories. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck.